Hi, I'm Jonathan, the founder and CEO of Potency.world, business, education, and social mobility transformation. Now, today we're looking at something that affects everyone in the world, and it's about relationships and love, the scams that are going on, the apps, and we have as a perspective a good connection of mine. I've known her for more than 6 years now, Anusuya. And hi, Anusuya, how are you?
Hi, Jonathan. Thanks for inviting me here. It's a great privilege again to connect with you in this platform. I'm really excited to share my experiences.
Yeah, I mean,
about the
they're pretty harsh experiences. So what I'll do, just before we go on, so I didn't know this, but I've been watching some videos on YouTube with the hashtag MGTOW. All right, what's that? It stands for men going their own way. And here's the problem. On YouTube, you see one video and it gives you loads more videos like that. So I don't know how big this movement is, but I do know that people that I see are talking about how the social contract of life has been broken. It's probably as a hangover from COVID, where everyone was on apps. You couldn't actually meet anyone for real, so it just became a game. And I think that the stories you're going to tell us today might uncover some of that. So we're going to be talking about 2 websites in India. What are those websites, or apps rather?
In India, currently, people who are looking for marriage, the shadi.com. That's a very popular site, matrimonial website, you can say, where people really trust them. And it's quite, it's very old matrimonial site, almost, I think, more than 15-20 years. This website going on. It's been running on the web platform. But you can find here, mostly, that's true that after COVID, the things are getting worse. Before COVID, maybe they have some different features because I went through some research, and also I personally went through some experiences with my relatives also, personally also. And there are some hard experiences. Okay.
Oh, some problems with relatives in your family.
Yes, relatives. One of my cousin sisters, she went through. That's a very tragedy. It's a tragic thing. They met each other on this Shadi platform, and finally, when they got married, and later on, she found out that person is not the one, whatever he has given the descriptions,
Really?
the detail, the website. So maybe the name is true. His background is okay, but professionally, what he has described, everything was fake, not true. So he portrayed himself like he has a house, he has some property, some assets. So she found out that after the marriage, everything, when the things have happened, when he's about to uncover the thing, that she found out that nothing is there, and he just lied, simply all the brutal lies. So this kind of experiences. So when I try to personally, I experienced. That is also a part. It was like, they have some relationship managers. Okay, they assign some relationship managers.
On the app.
Yes, they have some relationship managers. Okay, where they call the customers and ask them to buy the subscriptions. Okay, there are some premium subscriptions, there are some general subscriptions, or there are some free. Okay, so they told me that if you are in the general subscription, I mean, if there's a free, so if you are using it for free, then you may encounter this kind of experiences because we don't have any control on this. Okay, they told me like that. But at the same time, I try to check by being paid subscriber. I took the premium option, and I got experience almost. You can say more than 50%, maybe little it is less, or maybe you can say 30% of them are on the same. They are taking the subscription, but still they are portraying the men. I'm talking about the men, whoever I was talking, they were portraying something else. And when you start talking and when you come on the video, it was very, shameful. I mean, I can say it's very shameful because some of the things they ask, it question your integrity. I mean, it question.
So there's a lot of stuff that's overlapping. That's all very important. I think we better start at the beginning before we get up to the video calls, because there are so many issues facing women and men. So I'll give you this from a man's perspective, and it doesn't apply for India, and it doesn't apply for marriage. So both Isle and Shadi. So Isle is nothing casual about this dating app. It all plays down to their culture, and it's, the Indian people, Asian people. And then Shadi is choose your forever. So these are apps that speak to people looking to set up a proper relationship.
Yeah.
In the UK and the US, there are apps that viewers in those areas will recognize. But I was watching another video on YouTube, and this woman pointed out that in the US, 90% of the women on the US apps say in their profile they want a man over 6 foot tall, ideally with a six-pack, earning 6 figures. So it was the 666, yeah? 90% of women are targeting that. That is only 8.7% of US males. So all the women are going after the same men. And so if you're a man, and because I'm not one of these people that gets all this attention, but if I was a man that was getting all this attention, then why wouldn't I have multiple relationships, multiple intimate moments and stuff like that? So as a normal bloke, it's a waste of time apps. I can't be bothered with even logging in anymore, because it's not how I'm going to meet someone I like. The way I'm going to meet someone I like is just in person, because what you say, it's so important that you know them. Now, you sent me your questions, and I don't want to traumatize you, but I'll just read what you said to me. So over the past few years, your experiences on the dating app, you describe as emotionally intense, often disappointing, and you joined to seek a good relationship. So describe the emotional intensity.
Okay. See, in your life, you need a partner. Okay?
Yep.
Everyone take a partner, a life partner, as a companionship, or if you want to try to build a family. So, being a woman, I also started my journey in the way same way. And now I'm 49 years old. So I'm not looking for something which is I'm going to build a family, because now I'm looking for someone, as a companionship, which you can trust, you can stay forever, like, as a long-term relationship, in a committed relationship. Okay. So this is my primary focus. My primary focus, and I was concentrating on that. So I opened my account in a matrimonial website. It's like shadi.com, and because I'll is a dating app. It's not a matrimonial site.
Right.
But so I got to know from one of my colleagues in where I was working before in one organization. Okay. So they had a good experience, so they told me that you can also try. So I opened an account. So I tried, and I took the subscription, similar way. So their relationship manager, the main founder or someone, whoever the representative, they called me and they asked me, so ma'am, are you looking for what kind of service you are looking for? I said, I'm looking for a serious relationship. I'm not looking for something casual or something, temporary, something. So they said, yeah, this is the best platform you can try. And if you can first try whether it will go good or not, then later on you can think about taking the subscription. So they gave me a trial period. Okay. So they gave a trial period of something around 30 days trial period.
Okay. Yeah,
so,
they do. Yeah.
So because they told me that you try, because you will not repent. They told me like that. You try, you will not repent. So because whoever the candidates, whoever member have joined, we verified a profile in a so genuine manner. Step-by-step process, like, there are lots of authentication method. Process is there. So you don't need to, you are not going to disappoint in any moment of time, the joy you are joining. Okay. So I joined and I opened my profile, whatever the processes, like background checking and all, they were asking, and I was just filling those registration form, and I put my all my descriptions, whatever I was looking, okay, my own background, everything. At a similar way, at the same, that's when the whole registration process is completed. Then my account is live. Okay, my account is getting live, and I could see that like various kind of men's profile was visible on my profile. So I can see, like, where you can like, you can dislike, all these kind of options are available. So whoever I thought like maybe the person was good, then I liked it. So I got a reply, okay, nice meeting you. All this, you will get lot of hundred of random messages by seeing your profile. They will connect you. Okay. So some of them they connected me because they asked my contact number, and I share my contact number. I thought because the profile was genuine, whatever it's been given. So I tried to connect, and I start communicating with those people, those gentlemen, whatever you can say. Yeah. So I started talking to them, and one of them, after talking to some period of time, I started realizing that this is not, this is what I'm looking for. So I genuinely, I told them that, see, I'm not looking for this, so I hope you don't mind. And so they sweat, and so they went off, like some particular person. And then person whom I really connected, and I tried to connect, and I started thinking that, yeah, it's connecting. I'm getting some kind of feeling that, yeah, this is genuine, and I can continue my conversation further. Okay. So I started coming.
Can I ask, before you get on, a number of things? So, as I understand, as a man from the UK, the situation for women in India typically involves arranged marriages, or is that not the case anymore?
No, there's no case anymore. Here it's now people are accepting everything. Love marriage, arranged marriage. So it's quite.
And
Some particular states still there are some they are a little conservative.
yeah,
The kind of this kind of system, family system is there. Whoever is joint family, they are very conservative still. But whoever is a nuclear family system, they are. Whoever is more, you can say, who are their outlook changes because of
hmm,
the lifestyle.
yeah,
Lifestyle. So the corporate have changed the things, right? The whole system. So because some of them are very modern, and they have a very good outlook in a very modern family system. They accept love marriage as well as they for arranged marriage as well. But some of them which are little, kind of village mindset, village in the sense like whoever little kind of joint family, and they are more prone to their own traditions and customs, orthodox. They have their son because of some
mhm,
religious point of view. Whoever is more religious and more, so that's how the problem starts. So they have that kind of mindset, so they don't prefer love marriage, they go for arranged marriage. So,
right.
but if you go with this dating apps and these online matrimonial websites, you can find this kind of people also. Yeah, they have a
Hmm.
very orthodox. At the same time, it's a very very modern. They don't follow so much of tradition. They follow tradition as well as they try to stay in a very neutral way. But at the same time, you can find not a neutral. It's fine. You can find it's very complicated, and complicated in the sense very conservative, the mindset. So then
Hmm.
it becomes very difficult. Yeah.
So
So you can find,
when
okay,
you say
yeah, please.
neutral, what do you mean neutral? Their attitude to family values.
Yeah, neutral means they accept your things, like whatever your values are, your
So
however, yeah.
let me ask you a question then. We kind of met over this website I set up called SocialMeToo. And it was about the amount of abuse and sexualized images and rape threats and death threats all day, every day. Women are getting this sort of message. When you go on a dating app, especially when you have a dating coach, I would like to think that that wouldn't have the same amount of men sending sex images or what have you. Is that true or not? Did you find paying got you a better
No,
type of man?
no, but how they portray on the platform, and how they how
Yeah,
they it's quite different. Yeah, because see, when you start doing the conversation, then the picture is different,
yeah,
because the
yeah,
description that you mentioned, whatever is there on the website,
yeah.
you can, the description is like, the very, lovely, bubbly, how can say, those write-ups. I'm very humble, and I'm looking for a very simple room, and I just want a peaceful life and all. So that the whole narrative gets changed when you
Yeah.
start communicating.
But this is interesting though, because you see, you were obviously looking to find a genuine relationship and marriage and emotional stability. But so, uh, and there's no, I'm not trying to trick you here, but you look at the picture of a profile and you go, well, I could fancy that man. Is that how it works for you?
No, for me, looks doesn't go so far. Like, so I don't
Sorry, say
trust
it.
people. I say I don't go on looks.
Okay.
I I go on my, like, looks is okay, but as personality wise, you can say, okay, this person, you can understand. I think this is fine. Okay, and then you start understanding that whatever the like description has been given. So you went through all this. You try to analyze that. Okay, fine. Maybe it's I can be a match, or it can be a match for me. So let me try. So you have to just blind guess, nothing else. You can't with that looks or with that descriptions. So unless you don't meet the person, unless you don't communicate, you can't understand a person. Well, so I started. I started telling them. I started mostly. I used to tell them like, I am more inclined to communications before just chat. I don't like chatting. I like to come on the normal call, and moreover, when the call is satisfying, or maybe it is, you can think of it just like it.
When you say chatting, you mean texts on the app?
Yes.
As opposed to what we're doing now, a video call. Yeah.
Chatting, chatting is very vague. You can't. I didn't understand a person with chatting.
No.
Right?
No, it's all, and this is the problem with the internet at large. And now we've got AI, so people are enhancing their looks with AI for their photos, and so here's the question, and by all means, tell me to shut up and not answer it. As far as I know, when it comes to intimacy and sexual relations. So intimacy is holding your partner's hand. It's taking the hair off her brow. It's a kindness. It's a warmth. It's a hand on the knee. All of that is intimacy and nothing to do with sex. So, I think that women would like sex pretty much as men would like sex. It's just that, you don't want it with someone who's lying to you. Is that right or wrong?
No, obviously, you both man and woman, they are equally there. Of course, they need it. They require it. That's not a question of what do you call your There's not a question of sex. There's not a question of sexism. Men have more, women have. It's not like that.
I didn't think so.
Yeah, it's very natural. So because of that only, they get victimized. Because of that, some of them, those things happen. And mostly, I'm not saying victimize, but victimize in the sense that when you become more vulnerable, you become weak in front of someone.
When become vulnerable.
When you can be vulnerable, right? At certain point, when someone will emotionally drain you with a conversation, like kind of love bombing and all, which normally man does, even the woman also does.
What is love bombing?
Love bombing is whoever somehow they are showing you so close. They're showing you that, lovey-dovey talks you are my queen, and I can do anything for you. I will die for you. All this kind of talks.
Crazy.
So I have this whatever is mine, it is yours. There are some talks some particular point, women get vulnerable and weak. If you are mentally weak, you are depressed, you are going through some anxiety, some kind of trauma you have, from the previous past relationship. So sometime you get vulnerable. So it's very natural. It's
Absolutely.
Not only man, it's not only woman, it's man also. It can be man also.
So what I'm trying to get down to, I'm still trying to get to your first story, which I'm sorry it's taken a bit of a route round it. But so we're saying the apps, basically, people are, I don't know if you'll know this word, disingenuous. They're not being realistic about who they really are. And they write, I think, what they think women want to hear. And if you look at your 4 or 5 experiences, that appears to work. So this first guy you were talking to me about off aisle, man in Mumbai, who was who initially said he was interested in an open relationship and was separated from his wife. What did you tell me about that?
Okay, so the person, the beginning only, the person was approached me and they're like, see, I'm looking for open relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And he's told me that he is separated from his wife. And then I told him, no, I'm not looking for any open kind of relationship because I'm looking for something serious, something tangible, that which I feel, because I don't have time for playing games.
Exactly.
So I told him directly. Then he said, okay, I can understand, but I am separated. I am planning to get divorced, and it's like, if the person was looking for, religiously way he talks, like he told me that I'm looking for a Christian woman, then only I am going to get married. Okay. Then he told me in that way. Then I immediately struck my mind. So that means you believe in your principles and you love your this whatever. Then at the same time I thought, like, why you're talking like this? Then he said, see, because I'm looking, because I have got he told me that he has got some past experiences, very bad experiences. He met some woman on the dating side. He told me that I want to make babies.
Right.
Told him that I want to. He asked that woman, and she told him that. Then he said, okay, this kind of women are so notorious and so disturbed. I don't trust this kind of woman on dating apps. So I started thinking that why to say. I think now I'm okay with the open relationship. So he tried to.
Oh, really?
So he tried to explain. He tried to hide that. No, you are getting my point. He tried to make me, to impress me. He thought like maybe I will.
Change.
He might have. Yeah. So that's it. Then I said, so why you are, because of single one woman, how can you just generalize other women are also like that? I told him. Okay. Then he said, no. Yeah, if the woman is Christian, she has Christian values, then definitely I will go for it. Then I said, yeah, I'm a Christian, and I follow I'm bound to my whatever my values, but it's not like I'm not kind of religious or something. But you can't say that only the Christian women only can be like it. It may be some other women. They may be a very good people, right? They may be very good country. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So I told. Yeah. So he said, yeah, maybe, but for me it is like that. Okay, fine. Then he said, okay, never mind. Let's connect over the call. Let's connect. Then definitely we can figure it out how the things will go. Okay, he told me like that.
So just one thing I want to add in here, which we spoke about on SocialMeToo posts before. So often men will do anything they can to get you off the app. They want your WhatsApp, they want your mobile number. How fast did you find that generally? First message, second message?
Yes, it's almost the second, third message. They want to connect you on the call.
Right.
Yeah.
And you use ChatGPT, do you?
Yeah, I use ChatGPT.
So I was watching, there's an episode of a cartoon called South Park, and it's these kids at elementary school. It's a comedy. And a year or two ago, one of the characters was, so the way it was set up was women love to talk and be heard. Men can't be fucked for that. All they want to do is shag. Now that is not true, but what they did in the cartoon was one of the boys his girlfriend would send him a message saying, oh, I was thinking about this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. He would just go, no, bro, just copy paste into ChatGPT and say respond. And ChatGPT would say, oh, I'm so in love with you, blah, 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 blah. All the things you want to hear, because that's what it does. The AI that currently exists is all about giving you a positive feeling. So in dating, where an app writes your profile, I don't understand how you can even develop the trust. How do you trust? Well, in fact, actually, sorry, I pulled you out of that story about this guy from Mumbai, because once he had your number, he kept on connecting with you or contacting you, didn't he? So what was that all about? Go on.
So we started communicating. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So he started those love bombing messages, morning greetings with so big messages, beautiful, which will make your day, go. You feel like, it is very love. Yeah. I mean, you feel, wow. I mean, my days, you feel your day, the person is boosting your day, like, something make your day. Yeah. So those kind of messages, and then asking, okay, send some pictures so I can have, we can share some pictures. So pictures means like, he want to see my family pictures.
Oh, okay.
Your family pictures. So once someone asks your family pictures, then you started thinking maybe he's a little serious about you to get involved, right?
Yeah.
So that's how I became little vulnerable. This is how the first stage of making me vulnerable. And it was now if I realize it was my very silly mistake, and it's a very silly thing if I understand the thing. But so that's how it started. Then I started getting involved and emotionally getting involved with him. Almost 6 months he was just dragging me like that. And 6 months I was normal. I was working, and we used to chat, we used to call, we used to do video call and all this kind. So I was thinking maybe he's become serious with me, or maybe gradually, maybe he will think of okay, for the serious relationship, or maybe the committed relationship, maybe he will come and give me that kind of proposal. I was thinking, but it never happened.
But you did meet, didn't you?
6 months is gone like that, and when I started questioning him, so what you have been planning for your, because we have been talking now from almost 6 months. 6 months is enough time for each other. We met also twice. Yeah, it's enough. We met twice, and what else you want? No, I'm not that. When I started asking him all these questions, then one certain time, it is very silly, I don't know, but you can, I want to share this experience. It's very silly. Maybe some of women, they may say that, why you are going for all this kind of cross-checking and all. But for me, those are some of the signs you can understand how a man behaves. Okay, so you know that I am in the social media, right? I like, because when you are in social media, sometimes the people think that why you have to show so much about yourself, and you don't need to show yourself too much. There are some people, right? But you don't show so much in the social media. I'm not saying that share your photos daily, what you're eating, what you're going. This is not necessary. But some of your events or some of the moments that you feel like to share with your families, or maybe some functions, or sometimes you can share, right? That's not a big deal. Maybe some event, wherever you went and you had some good experience, you can share. So I'm that kind of person. I share my experiences on platform like Facebooks and all, maybe the Instagram. Okay, so that person was also having an IZ account. Okay, that is Instagram.
A what? He had a what?
Instagram.
Instagram, big pardon. Yeah.
So I followed him, he followed me. So he, whatever I post, I shared, and he started liking. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then I also share some of the things that I started learning. After 6 months, I started getting the changes. I started getting the changes in him. How the behavior changes. Like it's like he doesn't reply on time. He will not call. Okay, mostly before, like in a week or 2-3 times used to do video call, or maybe sometimes 3-4 times, like in a week.
So can I just ask? So this is the guy. So 6 months video calls, daily messages, and then you met him. You went to Mumbai to meet him. Is that right? I
met him. He also came to meet me. Yeah. Okay. 3 times. Yeah.
And I mean, obviously, I don't need to know any of this, but you said you shared some intimacy, which I think after 6 months of virtual daily contact, I think is absolutely fine, and nothing to feel silly about or anyway negative. But the behavior, so was it when you had this difficulty in your life situations, because there's been a lot going on in your life over the last 3 years, you said that when he was helping you around some difficult situations, you noticed his attitudes to values around relationships changed, and then he stopped responding and blocked you. What the hell was that about?
Yes. That's what. So let me come up because I was trying. So when the third time, when he started behaving indifferently, like he started reducing his communication. He doesn't. He just says some good morning, and the good morning message also. The messages are becoming different, like some kind of well-wishing kind of messages. Well-wishing means like when that's the romance is gone.
Yes.
Romance, the romance is gone, and that is kind of as if you he started behaving like a fatherly figure.
Okay.
So how come suddenly our messages become so different? Okay. Yeah. Then only one single sentence, single message, and the whole day nothing. And then I started asking, so why are behaving like this, as if I'm getting some kind of changes in you. Can you please explain? Can you tell me what actually is there anything wrong? Something problem in your family or something is happening? And he is not at all ready to give any kind of explanation. He is like, no, I'm fine. No, I'm really fine, like this. Okay. And then I saw suddenly there's one function was there, like during Diwali. Okay. In Diwali celebration, then I saw him randomly. It is very silly, but these are some of the things you can figure it out, how man, how they ghost you, and how they try to, cheat you, or they try to, it is cheating only, virtually maybe it's how I started feeling cheating in that. Like, he started liking and commenting on woman pics, like married woman pics, with some kind of. So
you're still following him on Instagram?
Yeah, Instagram, and his Instagram, and some this is because I started seeing that whenever someone likes your profile, your mutual friend will like someone's profile or some kind of comment they will give, then you can see, right? Then I try to catch him. Then I said, okay, what's happening? Why are you doing this? with this random woman photos, and how can you comment? You cannot comment like that. And in Instagram, is if you think that you are going into you are seeing someone and you are going around with someone, and in the bio it's written that half of the things I am written here fake, but half of the things I am doing it to because you can see your second half. That is the bio he kept. Okay, then I started questioning him. So you're still looking for a woman? I asked him honestly. So
did he respond?
He got embarrassed because I asked. He got embarrassed, right?
Did you ask face to face or as a message?
It's on WhatsApp. I asked him, how can on WhatsApp. Then I tried to call him. Then he picked the call and he said, no, this is just simply I said, why? I'm not online. He was lying. I said, why? I just now saw, and I can show you that you are online. But why you have to pretend like this? I am not behind you. I never say that I'm I'm not backbiting, or I'm not stalking you like a foolish or silly woman. I'm not stalking you. I told him that he is thinking that I am stalking him. Are you stalking me now? Okay. I said, so how the things are coming up now, the stalking and all this. So there is no any respect. Respect left in between us, because we have been sharing our intimacy. We have been sharing our things. Why you're making me feeling ashamed in front of her? Because some of my friends, they know that we are going around, like, because they're also WhatsApp, they're also in my Instagram, they're also in this. So why? Then when I started questioning all this thing, then he felt awkward, right? All this awkwardness, then he suddenly said, then he called me back and he said, I don't think so. This is too much now. I think we should step back. Why can't we should step back? This is how he tried to making me step, by putting that, because whatever he want, he can do it. You can understand? Yeah. So he said, because you're making me feeling awkward and I'm stepping back. I said, I'm not making you feeling awkward. Am I asking something, publicly or something? No, I'm just asking you softly that why you're doing this. I feel so ashamed because I'm also in the social profile. I feel shame, no.
Really?
I told him that why you're doing these things, because he's saying I'm not doing, because I can do whatever I like. I said, but then do we have kind of any relationship going on in between us? So there should be some mutual respect, whatever we do. Yeah, that's what I asked. Yeah, whatever. That's why I told him. Then he said, no, you are trying to dominating me. You are trying to forcing me. I said, what kind of forcing or something? I'm not forcing you anything. I'm just simply asking softly. I'm not bullying you, or I'm not saying something, in front of public or something like that. Then he said, no. I think we should step back. I can't. Then I said, because I'm asking all these things, because I say that you should take some step now, because it's almost more than 6 months. Then after 6 months again after this incident happened, then he saying, okay, fine, we'll see like that. Again another 6 months like that gone. It's almost 1 year now. I mean, this incident, 6 months we are in contact and we are just talking, not so regularly sometimes, because I thought maybe he will change, or maybe he will come back again and he will talk proper, we will talk better. But no, one certain time, it is around, then I thought like, no, I will come, because his birthday was there, something in around October. Then I thought like, okay, I will come to I didn't say anything. I told him that I really want to see you now. We should meet now. It's become almost now another 6 months now. We should come and meet, and we should come and talk, right? What actually you are planning and what we should Then he tried to avoid me so much, Then he said, no,
Is it
I'm not in Mumbai. So I'm not in
so?
Mumbai.
Not anymore. So is this the second experience in Mumbai? Another man from Mumbai? Is
No,
that?
it's the same.
Oh
It's the same.
wow! Carry on.
Yeah, the same 1 year. 6 months, it was going very smoothly. In
Yeah.
another 6 months, he started ghosting me. Ghosting means
Wow.
he was not talking to me. He was randomly talking to other women, other things on social media. He was just trying to tarnish my image in front of other, like all these things. But still, I was trying to tolerate the situation, because I thought like
Mm.
maybe he's little disturbed or he is going through some personal problems. And he told me like that. Then he said, I need time. I'm not ready for marriage and all. Then I thought like, okay, fine. Another 6 months, let's wait and see. Then suddenly I was waiting for the another 6 months. Then it was he was talking just normal. Sometimes he talks, sometimes he doesn't. Whenever he feel like to talk, but I was still hoping that he might change, or he may come back and he may say, okay, let's do something. Okay, so but
Mhm.
he never changed. And when I told him that let's meet again, then he told me like, no, I'm not around. I'm not in Mumbai nowadays. I'm somewhere in some other part of some country. He never mentioned, no, I'm outside. So I'm not, I'm now, I don't think so it required. We should meet. Suddenly a person from last 6 months, you are talking, you know each other so nicely. And in another 6 months, he started ghosting you. And again, and suddenly he said that no, I don't think so it requires no. That simple sentence. And he said, and then he said, let's be just normal friend.
Hmm.
Come be a normal friend.
Well, I
Because
mean,
I told him that we met through a dating app and we are deciding our life together. And you told me that being a Christian woman, you are thinking of getting married. Then you
yes,
ask my family photos, you ask about my mom, what is my mom's decision, and suddenly your mind changed in after 6 months, and you are saying that after having all the things, okay, whatever you are looking for, you got. This is how I will put the words in a single sentence. Whatever you
mm,
are looking for, you want that your single pleasure, whatever the pleasure you are looking for with the women, and you got it. And now because you don't like, you don't want anymore, because you want to live in a very in your freedom life, that is a freedom of question, that
yeah,
freedom of what, yeah, that thing, as a man, that no, there is no any commitment, you are not interested in any committed relationships, but it just kind of your open relationship, that definitions, that what he put it in the at the beginning, that
yeah.
open
I mean,
relationship. Yeah. And
yeah.
also something like called flings, or something called
Oh yeah,
hookups.
fling. Yeah. It
Yeah,
it's
whatever.
bas it basically means sex.
Yeah, that's what. So you trap me. I told him, so this is how you wanted to trap me, right? And you trapped me already, and you made me emotionally drained from last 1 year. And you are saying right now that I am not looking for any kind of romance. Let's be friends. So how come
That
this? Let's be friends. So I
that
said, so
must be
friends,
it must be
huh?
devastating.
Yeah,
To
it's very, I was so demoralized, I was so traumatized, and I was like, oh my God, this person cheated me so badly, and he deceived me in such a way, it made me, like, a person, you feel so shame, right?
mm,
It talks
mhm.
about my integrity, it talks like, so I lost my integrity. I told him, but so this is how you made me feel so ashamed, so feel so traumatized. And so he said, I don't know, sorry, I don't know, but I can't take this anymore. And that, like that, only by saying it, he blocked me.
Yeah.
He blocked me from everywhere. So that's
Hmm.
how ended the whole story of 1 year in that dating app.
So, another question you don't have to answer, but if so, anyone who's talking about an open relationship isn't going to get married. It's just you've learned that lesson now. You saw it in his profile. You hoped, because we all hope. Like, I was talking to a girl in the gym the other day and we were chatting away about this, that, and the other. I took her out for a coffee and she goes, oh, it's really nice. We should do it again. And I went, oh, yeah, definitely. And then she went, as friends. I went, okay. So let's say visually, I'm an acquired taste. I'm not what you'd call traditionally good looking. So I don't expect women to fancy me. When a woman says to a man, let's be friends, they're saying, I don't want to fuck you, but I do want to keep you as a resource. Not you, but this lady, she works in construction. As you know, I do a lot of work for feminism. I was interested in interviewing her, getting to know her, all that sort of stuff. And so I'm 54, she's 32. So a 32-year-old woman, good looking woman, of course she's not going to fancy me. Of course not. But to try to friend zone you, so when I was 30, you go, oh yeah, I'll be your friend. And what you would do as a man is what you've just described. You spend weeks and weeks and months messaging, wearing the woman down until she thinks, oh, maybe this is what I want. And I think this is what they call gaslighting. When the man tells you, yeah. So he tells you what you want to hear. And if you have any questions or any suspicion, he immediately turns it around and says, oh, well, why are you doing this and why are you doing that and why are you pressurizing me and basically giving you a hard time. Is the shame that you say you feel, is that because of you being hopeful that something didn't work out? Are you ashamed because it didn't work out, or is it something deeper?
See, if it did not work out, you definitely feel devastated, right? You sometimes, when someone turns your image or something, you feel like that your self-respect, it hurts your self-respect. Yeah.
Right.
So that's how it becomes deep little, because I'm little becoming overthinker, and my personality is like I think a lot, whatever I do in my life. Yeah. So overthinking may drain you some time, and which may actually you some of the good moments you lost in your life. Maybe some of the things which you if you would have not done, or if you would have come across this kind of situation, maybe your life would have been in somewhere else or something more better you could have done, but you have just wasted your time, energy, right? Yeah, time, energy, and with that kind of silly hope, which without any no certainty, no nothing, any guarantee or something, but still you, because of that hope, because of that kind of that person will change, or maybe may come, or maybe something will happen good or something. So that is very difficult actually. It's better if you talk straight, like, see, I'm not looking for any kind of relationship. I am just looking for hook up or flings or whatever. Just say that single word. Why you have to make a story of open relationship, then talking of the separated from his wife, or talking of some kind of religious perspective that I am looking for Christian woman, I am looking for that, and why you have to make up the story, right? It's not necessary to make that story to drag or to trap women. So that's how the women become vulnerable, because we all have somehow in some certain point of time, you become weak when it comes to relationship. It may not be only the partner or sexual relationship. It may be with your parents, it may be with your relatives, it may be your friends. There are so many, right? It's a
Yeah.
relationship. It's like it's a very thick and thin. You can say it's like a thread, right? Sometimes you can say because it's very, it needs some kind of nourishment. It kind needs some. So when you are trying to invest your time and energy, you try to understand. You are trying to nourish that relationship you are invested. So it's very difficult when somehow 1 year of your time period is gone and wasted without any hope, without anything. So why you could not tell that person in a single time that, see, I'm not at all interested for this kind of relationship. I'm this. So we better, I mean, if you
Not
are
at all.
really
Yeah.
looking forward, if you are looking forward, then yeah, definitely. We should
So
go ahead. Or
what do you think is the answer to that question? Why do
sorry,
they do that? What do you think is the answer to that question? Why would a man spend all that time?
yeah, because they are looking for someone. They think that because a woman who is because they are looking for some kind of see a flings and a hookup you can get from prostitution, right? From
Yes, exactly.
prostitutes,
Yeah.
right? So they don't want to pay to the prostitutes.
Do you think it's about the money, or do you think it's a mind game?
Thinking that also at the same time, because they are not ready for go vulnerable with random prostitutes. They are looking for some kind of woman who is from good background. They are educated, right? Because they will call you in some kind of places where he also can represent, like as if you are associate or some kind of educated,
Yeah.
because kind of people are educated, right? They are rich, they are educated, they know how to handle the situation, right? Because otherwise with a prostitute it's difficult,
Well, I
right?
mean, yeah, the interesting thing is, from my perspective, is that so I, as a man, I can't separate sex from relationships. So I had a bunch of strokes like 20 years ago, and I was told by the hospital I was going to die. So a friend of mine took me I went with him to Thailand. Now, I'm not a friend of this guy anymore. We went out to Thailand, and in every bar, you've got these young girls, young women, who are basically Thailand's a Buddhist culture, so don't agree with abortions, and so women who get pregnant making a living, they have to raise that child, and that traps them in even more slavery. And I found out that the majority of men were not using sexual protection. They were not using condoms. And I thought, surely, even if you were selfish and just about you, you'd wear a condom. And then I found out that this friend I went with wasn't using a condom. And it's because the men don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. I was in the bar with my friend on the first day or the second day, and if you're at the bar and you're not flirting with one of the girls, I was just sitting on the bar, and a few of the girls that were in there. Have you seen the game Connect 4? You like drop these things down holes, and you have to make a line with the colours. Have you ever seen that game or know of that game?
No, I don't know
You
about
don't. You
that.
don't know. It's a children's game basically, but it's about strategy. You have to see what's happening and what's likely to happen. Like simpler but similar to chess even. So anyway, I'm there playing this game with these girls, and every single time they beat me straight away. I wasn't even close to winning. And I thought to myself, God, if this woman had been born in England she would be a CEO, she would be an investment banker or some high fly because her mind is really sharp. But in this culture, the only thing that she's valued for is to be a sex slave, basically. So I wonder if men get an extra sense of satisfaction and sexual pleasure from convincing someone like you who has a relationship, you're wanting relationship, marriage and companionship, you want a life partner. Maybe some men enjoy converting you. And once they had sex, there's no reason to keep on trying. What do you think?
Yes. Because they, whatever they wanted you from the beginning, if they get it, once they achieve it, that is called achievement for them. Once they achieve it, then it's fine. So they will just try to, lingering you, like, some different talks. So maybe this is how the ghosting, that word ghosting comes. So they start ghosting you all different way. Maybe, no, my family has problem. Okay, I can't do this. No, I can't leave my wife. All this like separated. Okay, they are separated. So I can't leave my wife. All this. And so how can you? So they will make feel yourself that as if you are the most biggest foolish person in the world, that you are coming towards me. You are chasing me. That's how they will make you feel, that you are chasing me. Okay. That is how they will make you feel. You are chasing me, but I'm not chasing you. So I already told you, let's be friends. Let's be friends. So you are not ready, so I can't be. So why should I bother? It's finished. Whatever is gone. But for them, it's very simple, because this is how they are doing it. Mostly you can say, now in this society, I'm just talking about this educated society in a modern, if I talk about, because now the thing is, because we are discussing, so it is now another perspective, another things are coming up. You can find now the corporate, in the corporate sectors, mostly the people, how they are, you can see that kind of friendship with benefit relationship, how they think. They do business with a business partner, they will exchange their wife. This is how the business also happens. And also they do business with the squads, that the highest paid prostitutes. It is called the business squad, right? So they will use those female as a vulnerable point to make business, to exchange the things. So this is how the business goes. At the same time, the families also, they are doing with their wives. Even the wives are very happy. They are also doing the same for the business with husband and wife. They are very happy. They are doing all this. That is how it's going on. So this is how they take it very normally. They will go and randomly open an account in a dating app. So they will try to see some woman who can come, just be vulnerable. They can come and have some pleasure along with them for some time period, right? And once it is over, once they achieve whatever they like, and they will just switch. They will swipe like how you just swipe. They swipe it and they go. So this is how, nowadays relationship is become so vulnerable and so pathetic. I mean, now you can see that now the youngsters, they are really afraid of getting married. If you talk about now, the Gen Zs, they are talking about, we don't know. We don't believe in in marriage, because what you are doing in marriage, you are not loyal to your partner with each other, right? You have a wife. In India, mostly you can see here, because of the societal taboos and because of the social system, because of the family system, that divorce is very taboo kind of things. So what they will do, they will go with they will maintain that relationship, they will maintain the family, but they are not happy because they have kids. But they will just they will just traumatize the whole relationship by having some extramarital affairs, by
Yeah.
having those kind of open relationship. So what can you just tell me what is the
What's the
value of the
point?
marriage?
Yeah.
Yeah. What is the value of the marriage? No.
Sorry, go.
No. What is the value remain in the marriage institutions? So there's nothing
Well, I
left.
don't think there is any. I mean, essentially, so I don't know what the law is like at all. So I can only talk about the UK and the US. So in the UK and the US, when a couple gets divorced, and I suppose it makes perfect sense, but if there's children, then typically the woman will get the family home in a divorce settlement because she's looking after the children. And the man will generally he should pay for the upkeep and the needs of his children. And so what happens is a lot of people, so there's a group of people who dated and married and had children, most of which, the people I knew, most of which have all broken down. And they've all broken down because essentially, I think, and argue with me as you will, but I think that sexual attraction is the only real thing. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I mean, when I started talking to many other my fellow women, or maybe whatever, all this kind of problems now I started discussing. Yeah, I mean, at the beginning, the sexual attraction first. At the beginning, of the sexual attraction. Yeah, definitely. It requires a lot because sometimes to maintain that also it requires, because you should have that mutual understanding in between. But it is not only about that. That intimacy is not only sex. Intimacy is all. Yeah, intimacy is with all the things, like how you care for each other, how we talk
speak.
about how.
Yeah.
How we talk, how we speak, how we communicate, right? That soft part of how you are doing it, and in a relationship.
I would say I'd even go further and say that kindness. So, picking up clothes or towels that have been folded up and putting them in the airing cupboard, or going to the shop because you've seen there's only enough milk for one cup of tea, for example. Little, small, caring moments are intimacy.
Yes.
Now, we've been talking for a while. We've only got through one story so far, so we may need to revisit this, which I'm happy to do. I'd like to. So, which one of your stories, you remember you were dating a Nigerian man? Was that the first guy or not?
Yeah, that was there, but it was that one also, it could not last because the person was.
It wasn't the same story. It's not the same story.
It's the same story.
No, okay. No, so what I've got here. Go on.
It was before dating app. It was that person. Yeah.
Oh, I see. So, right. Yeah. Got you into thinking that love is achievable.
Yeah. So that one is like, question. That one is also something different. That one I was dating, but the communication going on, it was because the person was from different country, and sometimes comes, sometimes goes, but for them it's become very easy. The person got married now, so it's become very easy for like people like us, like me now. I'm a very emotional. I believe in kindness. I believe in so much of if you're investing time for each other, then that means you have something, and I can't
Yeah.
just immediately get over the situations just like
No.
everything is normal. It's
No.
not just normal. It's something happened, right? It can't be so easy. It can't be so normal. So for those people, for some people, it's a very easy for. Yeah, that's how this kind of people I have come across. Yeah. So this dating experience, dating apps are also definitely a devastating experience, and matrimonial apps also. I already shared with you 2, 3,
Yes.
4. I mean,
Okay.
so
Here's
it's a different.
here's what I'd like to do, because we've only got a short way through just your I mean, literally, we've spoken about one experience of which you've listed 8. So I definitely want to record another session with you, but I'm going to title this video Apps, Dating and Catfishing. You know catfish? Have you heard the term? Yeah. Yeah. So this guy, the open relationship, was catfishing you. He was pretending to be something. Yeah. So I'm going to title it this. So just as we close out this recording today, at your age, when you say you're very emotional and this, that, and the other, this is not something which should be seen by yourself as a criticism. Emotions are good, love is good, hope is good, kindness is good. If you get some intimacy and you're safe, I guess, at least during that time you feel embraced, you feel skin on skin. It's not necessarily a bad thing. I did say earlier that men will try to get women's numbers, their WhatsApp. They're trying to get your mobile phone so they're one step closer to you. What would you say to a woman looking at this video now to alert her, to warn her?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I would say that it's a kind of alert of going and just randomly dating with people on online platform. It's a very big challenge. It's a challenging for women now. It's very difficult. So they are coming up with various different kind of features. They are trying to portraying that we have verified profiles. However, I will say that dating apps are not good for any kind of looking for any kind of relationships.
Yeah, I agree.
Even whatever the matrimonial site you are going, okay, fine, they have relationship manager, they are cross-checking background, okay, fine. If they are personally, you are paying them a good amount of money and they are really looking and going for the background check, and they will come to a certain point that yes, that is also, it's hardly you can say 50-50. It is not 100% you can take it until and unless you will know the person from the from friends or from other people or from by staying with him. Until unless you can't understand a guy, until unless you can't understand. That's very true. Because I believe instead of getting married, you start living together and see yourself. And finally, if you think that this is really going good, and your family also not coming in between, right? And if you think that this is fine, instead of going and hooking around with multiple men, multiple women, you just live with a person and see that this man is good for me. Yes, he's good, fine. Then you go for and make families. If you think that it's good, then you make family. Instead, getting married and building a family and bringing your kids into your life. This is worst because your child is also affected. At the same time, yes, your marriage, you are just tarnishing the marriage institution and your marriage and this whole relationship status, whatever is going, you are just you're just damaging the whole thing of relationship. There is no
Yes.
meaning left in relationship. Instead, you just go for something which is really, you can save your own integrity, save your own image, save your soul. I mean, like whatever you are looking for, a good life, a good personal, or a good social value or social personality, whatever you are looking for. But instead of going here and there random looking for dating a relationship in a dating apps or relationship or marriage in with this matrimonial side, you start know each other from your circle, from your surrounding, and you start living with the person. Then you'll understand. But
Yeah,
in our
absolutely.
in our government in India, there are some particular state, even my state now, Assam, they are banning the live-in relationship. I think that is the most worst thing they are doing it. Live-in relationship is a very good thing, but if you make it bound to some kind of thing which, like, suppose without marriage you give birth to a child, but then
Yeah.
that is, you have to take the responsibility, right? You have to
Right.
take the
Yeah.
responsibility. Or you should make some kind of legal protection at
Yeah.
your end, yeah, and then you can live your life nicely. And before bringing your child, you are just tarnishing the image of the child, and you are just finishing the whole relationship. Along with that, the marriage is also a big, a damaged kind of thing in the society now, which you are just tarnishing the value of the marriage institution and nothing
Yes.
else.
Well, I mean, I think the thing that you pointed out about what are they, Gen Alpha now, they don't want to get married because they've seen their parents go through divorce. They
Yes,
see the
yes,
promiscuity, and they think,
yes,
why would I get married? So the
yeah,
question then is, you're obviously a lady of a certain age. I'm a gentleman of a certain age. The protection that you speak of, if you're having a family, absolutely critical. Do you think, or let me rephrase that, the story you just told about living with someone. So my best friend is a woman called Sinead. We're both dyslexic and we both have this energy we give off. Now, I've gone and taken her to the cinema, and it was one day in particular, the pain I experienced was really intense. I was chattering my teeth, I was sweating, I was like just in a right state. And I finished the film, I took her home, I said, I've got to go. So she's seen me like that. She's seen me vomiting. She's seen me question myself about whether or not a woman would find me attractive. So she's basically seen the worst of me, and that's why she's my best friend. But she's a lesbian, and we don't think about each other in a sexual way. Now, I don't know how we ended up like that. I think it's me. I think I'm not the one who tries to get anything out of people, because I think that if I have to persuade you, then you're not choosing me. You're choosing the persuasion. And there will always be someone who's younger, fitter, better looking, more money, more influence, all sorts of things. There's always going to be different. So is marriage important for our age group of people? Is marriage important?
Yeah, I mean, at a particular point of time, what happens? Marriage is like, you have that mutual respect.
Yes, but for us,
okay, for us, it's not necessary. If you can say, marriage is for, mostly why marriage comes when there are two families are coming together.
Yes. Okay.
When two families together. I mean, your family, your brothers, sisters, your whoever, siblings, your parents. Suppose my parents, my family, so that is how the marriage comes into the picture. So
Yeah.
suppose now at the age of 60, at the age of 70, at the age of, I don't think so marriage is necessary so much, but you need a very good companion. That's
Yes.
okay. But you want that if you want to satisfy your family, okay, and you live it with each other. But if you think that we are very comfortable with each other and we are comfortable with our family, so then you can give the name, then you can then say that, yeah, then you can get married socially, then the whole thing will be, this is what you call acknowledged in front of your family.
Well, listen, we've not even got into a tip of this. I will edit this together. Anyone that's watching this video, it's a conversation that's sort of rambled around various points. But the thing I would say to not just women and men, is that I think the best advice, as someone who has very little dating experience, so in 34 years of adult life, I've had 2 girlfriends, and those 2 girlfriends were a total of 18 months. I've only been in relationships for 2 years out of 34. So I just don't. But because I don't, it means I can talk to people. So I talk to a woman and I can talk to an attractive woman. But because I'm not trying to get anything out of her, I don't have to pretend.
Yes.
So for me, I protect myself by assuming that no one's going to want me. No one's going to love me. No woman's going to be interested in me. So I can just chat to you. Now, there have been occasions where a woman has expressed an interest, maybe. I can't really tell. But for me to get it, you would have to come up to me and say, I want to be your girlfriend. And I go, oh, okay, let's start that then. But that would be the way it would have to be. So advice to people out there is simply this. Giving people your WhatsApp number, your mobile number, is an attempt by people, whether they are evil or just playing games, they want to get to you. And so my advice to anyone watching this is to think, if this sounds too good to be true, it almost certainly is too good to be true. We are flawed human beings. We don't even really know why we do the things we do. We've spoken about trauma. So next time we record, I'm going to try and get another person, and maybe you could speak to someone, like you spoke about your cousin. And I'd like to have this as a more of a chat between people. So if you say goodbye for this recording, take it away. Okay, that's the one. And I will see you guys in the next video, and keep your eyes open for that.